everyone, welcome to, after Christmas stream. So happy Tuesday to everyone. How are we all doing? Yeah, I've just had dinner and I thought I was feeling better, but eating it has just made me like super nauseous, so I am sorry. But we're all good. And we're going to be working on a few things. So we're going to be working on this grand dining table, figuring out how we're going to do this and yeah, what we're going to place on it. With the grand dining table, do you think that we should have chairs around it, or that I should just have separate chairs that can be placed around it instead? I'm thinking maybe separate chairs rather than it actually having set chairs around it. We can place like the table and the chairs separately, but let me know. I feel like my volume's super high. But so I am going to be ordering myself a new computer. I'm going to be looking at some new computers. So far today, this one hasn't had any issues, but you know, the fact that it has been having a lot of issues, even though it's been thoroughly checked over and we cannot work out why it's blue screen or deathing, it makes more sense just to get a new one separately. Perfect. But hey, NPC 25, Shopping Channel, Saged, Sparky, Snikel, Dave, yeah. You actually got a mobile alert. That's great. Glad to hear it. Right, I've just got to see if I can hide this mug in here, because I really want to be able to hide the friggin' mug. Ah, still not thick enough. I'm wondering, wait. I'm wondering maybe we can get away with, we're gonna make it like fit in, no, because it's too wide. We already did the table quite thick. We'll try one more in the thickness. Actually, what we could do, because I don't really want it to look too super duper thick, but I've got an idea. I think it might work. I just need to see what color these legs are. Okay, that one. Thinking I'll have a better team. Dropped below 700. Ouch. Do you know what? So I bought a new one today. It was super low, and I was thinking, oh, I don't mind if my MMR goes a little bit lower. And I was trying it out with a lot of different teams, and I eventually found one that it was working fairly okay with. But I had annihilated my MMR, like annihilated it. I'm not that low. I'm not 700, but I'm like hovering between 1,000 and 900. Like it keeps going between like 1,100 to 950, and I'm just like, oh so I've had to switch it back over to my main team to try and push that back up. When are they gonna release Alpha 2? Absolutely no idea. You think I get that? I get told that kind of stuff? No, not a clue. But yeah, I do quite like my new one, but I really wanted to get one with Scarab, and that was the best cheap one with Scarab that I saw. And it's nice for sure. Hey, Half Dork, how you doing? Feeling better? No. Well, yes, but no. So I thought today, like, yes, today's the day. I feel really, like, not really better, but better. Like I can eat food, although very bland food. Like I had porridge this morning, but I was like, I can eat something without feeling sick. I can walk from the living room to the toilet without feeling nauseous with moving. But I just ate like dinner, and it was a little bit on the greasy side. So it was like more fatty. It was like a more fatty dinner, and my body is just like, no, No, you don't like that. So now, because I ate that like an hour ago, now my body's just saying like, yeah, you feel awful again now. So cool. Have a live show. Hey Hamilton, how you doing? Yeah, I am hanging in bed. Oh, yeah, but like, yeah, ill because you drank too much. I wouldn't mind that kind of ill. That's self-inflicted ill. That means you probably had a good time ill. Mine was, I got food poisoning, so spent half of Christmas just over a toilet, and then all of my birthday just feeling like haven't even had my birthday cake, and I've been told by other people it tastes amazing. So that's great. Do you have any guides or links for creating quests within the game maker? I know there's Voxedit time. So I don't have any guides. I can do a very simple guide on YouTube on how to create a very, very simple quest, but I'm not that proficient at game maker. I'm still learning. Feel better soon. Thank you. No, it's just unfortunate, and to be honest, a little bit was my own fault. So I was around and I was at someone's house. They made spaghetti bolognese, and whenever you have spag bol, or at least when I have it, you have like smelly cheese on top, which is basically dried grated Parmesan cheese that you just sprinkle over your meal. And we call it smelly cheese because Parmesan literally smells. It's a very strong smell. I doused my dinner in this. I just didn't do like a little sprinkle. I was like, yeah, I really want some. And as I was doing it, I was like, whoa, this smells stronger than usual. But I didn't think too much of it. I was just like, no, it's fine. It'll be fine. And I tasted it and I was like, oh, this tastes not quite right. Now, most people that taste something and it just doesn't taste quite right will usually then stop eating it. What's going on? Ah, there we go. We usually stop eating it. No, not me. I carried on eating that bad boy. I ate the whole entire thing. Halfway through eating it, my partner looked at the packaging and was like, yeah, this is like 10 to 12 years out of date. His parents had kept this Parmesan cheese in their cupboard for like 10, it must be longer than 10 years because it lasts a while in those tubs before a date needs like at least 2 years. This is like 12 to 14-year-old Parmesan cheese. And I carried on eating that. I was eating my dinner thinking, this tastes weird. This doesn't taste right. And then I have food poisoning the next day and it's like, yeah, we know the culprit. So it is technically my own fault, really. Because I'm the crazy person that ate it. There's some older Andy. Yes, Andy has very good ones for stuff like Andy Ritchie is super good with game maker stuff. In fact, the best at game maker stuff. And if you go into his streams, I think he still does it where you can give suggestions on what you would like to be covered. And he can make a video on it. Gonna binge these videos. It's a Netflix series. Oh gosh, I wish I had my own Netflix series. What are you guys watching? I've just caught up with Wheel of Time and that's on Amazon. I'm liking Amazon Prime more than I'm liking Netflix right now. I'm saving Look Up. But that Look Up looks good on Netflix, but obviously that's a film. Emily in Paris, if you're into that, that's a pretty good show in my opinion. I like it. Right, let's just have a little look. Yes, I like that. Right, gives it a little bit more of a metalness to it. How much can by minting Voxel design in Sandbox? Well, see, right. This is where it's a grey area, because currently right now only people within the creator fund can upload, and only selected people. I'm making this video, I've got it written down. It would have been made if I hadn't been ill, but this video is going to be out there and I'm just going to be pointing you guys to the video. So in the creator fund, we get paid for making stuff, but there's criteria, blah, 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 and only selected assets go up for sale. In the future, anybody can upload. So it's quite hard to determine how much people will be able to make. If you make really, really cool, brilliant stuff, yeah, I would say it may be better right now for you to try and freelance make stuff for people wanting to create their own worlds in Sandbox, own games. Witcher 2, oh yeah, no. So I am a massive binge watcher. So I've watched the first episode of Witcher Season 2. And I'm trying to save, so today's Tuesday. So tomorrow I only have a video to get done to record. And I may try and edit it depending on how I feel. And I do just need to finish like a few things off on Voxedit for someone else. And then I have the whole day to myself and I will be watching Witcher Season 2. Don't watch the Wheel of Time. See, no. I think Wheel of Time is absolutely fine when you get to episode 3. 3 or 4? No, 4. When you get to episode 4, it starts, the pace of it goes, which isn't saying much because I'm on episode 8 now, so that's about halfway through. But I do have a feeling that shows like Game of Thrones has really ruined people's perspective on what a fantasy TV show should be like. I'm not picky. If it's got a fantasy element, there's yeah. If it's got a fantasy element, I will watch it. As long as the acting isn't awful, and I don't think the actors in Wheel of Time are bad actors at all. I think they're pretty good actors. Some parts are quite funny. Do you think a breeding farm would be worth it in the current market? No, I don't. If you've got virgins, maybe. If you got Axitech is probably a good one to use since they've got Chillaxi, aka Amy, doing some of the stuff on Axitech. Their site is much better. So you can like work out pretty much everything. So your first breed is like 102, so is roughly costs about that much. So I would say if you're breeding a virgin and maybe, yeah, if you're breeding 2 virgins and then 2 level 1s together that are good, and I do mean this, good axes. I mean, you have to have like with them almost being pure, like 80% pure, maybe you get away with 75% pure, depending on what body parts they've got. Maybe, but it's hard to tell. Looking forward to Sandbox future. Me too. Fox design in demand or animated? I mean, I wouldn't say static voxel stuff is in demand. Like, people usually do want something animated, but it is good. Like, for me, this is a personal project, so this won't have any animations. Also, some things you won't want to have animations just because of the collision box that happens. So this will have static animations, and I'm hoping that now I'm going to be able to hide this bad boy in the table. Yes. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Really? Right. Maybe I can just adjust the mug slightly. How's the mug look? No, the mug can't be adjusted. It's a good size mug. Alright, fine. We'll do one more width on the table. Wanted to avoid that. But it'll be fine. There we go. Right. There we go. And come out. But there'll always be demand for both. Is this Sandbox? It looks like Minecraft. This is Voxedit, where you create your assets for Sandbox. But yeah, Sandbox is a little bit like Minecraft-esque, except for the fact that it's on the blockchain. You have true ownerships of your assets, make money, play to earn, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. Hello, person whose name looks Korean, I think, maybe. Are people buying land for thousands for this game, or am I wrong? Yes, they are. I actually purchased a land not that long ago. I was lucky that I got it in one of the land sales, but yeah, they sell. You can even go over to OpenSea, look at the activity. People really are buying land. How gems and catalysts work. Okay, so I'm not going to really fully explain gems and catalysts because there are still aspects that they're working out when it becomes for everybody to use. And also, you guys don't need to be adding them because you can't yet. So if I explain how to add them, how I have to add them as a person on the Creator Fund, that's not how it's going to work for you when that happens. Like when everybody can do it, that's not how it's going to be for you guys. And I believe that there are some things about how the gems and catalysts are going to work that I'm not 100% sure on, which I want to make sure I am, like, I'm giving actual current up-to-date information. And I feel like some of the info I have is slightly out of date from when I was first told to what it's evolved into, and I've just not stayed in the loop. But when it does become time for that to be a more public thing, not only will I be super happy to explain it in great detail on my streams, but I will also make sure to do videos as soon as I know exactly what it's going to be. Get ready for your chance to buy. Can NFT? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, they can. I moved a bunch of my high profile ones over to a hard wallet because obviously it does cost gas to move them. But yes, you can keep them stored in a hard wallet. I was thinking of buying 3 plant virgins and do a breed farm 95% pure. Maybe that could be a good idea. A lot of people do like plants. It's a fairly good one. I would as well maybe just like, yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I think I think it should be all right, but I don't want to guarantee you it's going to be all right. I want to buy land in Sin City. I mean, you could maybe make a very similar version of your own Sin City. Unless you're on about a different Sin City. I think you are. Do you know if it's possible to make NFTs for Townstar game? I don't think you can, no. Townstar, you mean the Gala one? Definitely, I don't think that's a thing. But I can't switch my wallet address in Sandbox then, correct? You would just have to have a different account in Sandbox. You just create a new account and link that other one. I'm not too sure if you can switch, if there's a way to change your current account one, but you would just be able to create a new account. One second, guys. New metaverse GTA game could be huge. Not really my thing. Like, I like watching people play GTA, but I don't really play it myself. But yeah, that would be fairly a big thing for sure. Right, we gotta get this dining table done. We're meant to be putting the things on it. I want some bowls. Right, and we're just trying to look. We're gonna do a new one. Food 01, I guess I'll call it. And I'm just gonna create whatever at the minute. Oh. Sorry, just coming over like super nauseous, so sorry about that. I think we'll try and do something a little bit like, get this. Oh, it is not nice, like, not liking the taste of, like, any sort of food and stuff right now. Oh, before becoming a voxel artist and play crypto games, what do you mean by background? Like, okay, so I was born in a small UK town. Technically I was born in a city, in a hospital, but I grew up in a small British town, where I grew up with a fairly good memory with grandparents that, you know, loved and cared for me, as well as my mum and stepdad being brilliant, with my biological dad being a little bit less so. Basically had a fairly normal childhood. Went to secondary school, was doing very well, sort of like top sets for most things. Fairly creative child that never really got proper creative outlet unless I was at my grandparents'. Then when I got to be about 15, met this guy, not so great for me, kind of ruined a lot of my educational prospects slightly. Managed to pull it around in my final year at school, which was great because that was GCSEs. So my GCSEs went fairly well, not as well as they could have been, but still fairly well. Then I did sixth form, didn't do so well other than my English language and psychology. Then decided to go to college, where I did performing arts. I then had a few lost years, got a job, worked at that job for a while, did a job then was making my position redundant. I could either move to a different shift where I wouldn't be paid as much, or I could take my redundancy money, did that. Traveled for a little while, got another job, hated it. Really liked gaming, did streams basically just on games. Accidentally found Axie Infinity. And then slowly moved into crypto, had some ups and downs with crypto. The downs were much linked to crypto gambling, which in some of my years between finishing school and that point, I had issues with gambling, not to a big extent, but to enough to know that I have issues with gambling. And then I accidentally stumbled upon Sandbox, streamed me using Voxedit, applied for the Creator Fund, and got on it. Jobs. Okay, I was a shelf stacker at a supermarket. Oh wait, no, technically my first job was I cleaned a school when I was in sixth form. Then I was a shelf stacker night shift at a supermarket, so I would work while the shop was closed, just putting everything on the shelves. So the magical fairies don't actually just make the products appear. There's people that work all night that do that. And make it look really pretty for you guys. And then some little brats come in and absolutely annihilate the bloody Hot Wheels section that you spend forever organizing. And then after I was made redundant, took some time off. And then I went into cleaning a school again afterwards. And then I cleaned a pub. And now I'm here. But otherwise, like, I'm a gamer. I like games. I like to self-teach. So anything I'm interested in, I will teach myself how to do it. It's pretty much what my granddad very much encouraged me to do. Very inspiring man. He will have you believe that he is the smartest person ever, and you would believe him. But I like to pretend that he isn't. Hard worker. Do I live in the UK? Yes, I am. I live in the UK. I am British. You know, I came into the world through the birth canal into Britishness. I like tea. I like to travel. I don't know what else you need from me. Yes, I live in the UK. Hard worker? I like to think so. I'm a New Jerseyan. I can't... American. You're from America. I feel like I know, like the New Jersey is on enough like films and stuff that I get where that is. Oh, what? I'm Thai. You're Thai. I've not been to wait, if you're Thai, you're from Thailand, right? Yes. I'm not crazy. Yes. Yeah, Thailand. I was going to visit Thailand when I went traveling, but I ended up cutting my trip. I don't want to say I cut it short, but yes, Thailand. But I had the choice either to travel for 6 months and buy a house afterwards. No, sorry. Either travel for 6 months and not buy a house, or travel for 3 months and buy a house. So I decided to be able to buy a house because I thought I can always travel. So unfortunately, Thailand got kicked off of my list, but I will be visiting at some point. Because I want to. And you guys have like, I can't even see, I did so much research, but I can't even remember where it is now. But like the elephant sanctuaries where you can go and like help out with stuff for the elephants, like where you can like spend like 12 or something days in one of these elephant sanctuaries. Really, really want to do that. It's okay, maybe next time. Well, no, so where I went traveling like 4 years ago now. It was like 4 years ago that I went traveling, so way before all of this. That kind of looked like something a goblin would eat. What do you guys think? I think there's too much like bright pink on here. I'm not happy with it. Maybe I can like dab it with some lighter. Oh, okay, these lighter colors look good. Still want some of the pink on there, but I think that looks better than some of the other colors on there. It's near your hometown? Oh, awesome. Yeah, from using one of the templates, how do I add animation to it? Just upload it in the animator and start from there. Go check out my video on animations. I will grab a link. Also, just a lovely reminder, because I still haven't got a new computer yet. If I do randomly go offline, it will most likely be blue screen of death, and I will be back on after like 3 minutes of my computer rebooting. So if I do randomly go off, just stay put. I will be back on. Just hold tight, chat amongst yourselves. I will be back. It only takes like 3 minutes for my computer to reboot. Right, where are you? There, this one. So, this is the video you need to watch for animations. But yeah, how was everybody's Christmas? You pretty much know how mine was. I was ill. all of Christmas Day. Like, so I thought, because I'd had like a little bit to drink Christmas Eve, not enough for me to be hungover or anything like that. And I woke up and my head was fine, but my stomach was feeling a little bit like, ugh. And I was like, oh, maybe my stomach is just a bit drunk. And my stomach's hungover and it'll get better. It only got worse. My stomach didn't get better. It literally just got worse. So that was irritating. And then as the day progressed, I started to feel more and more ill. But how was everybody else's Christmas or just general festive time? Do live on Sandbox channel again. I miss Andy and Nios. So like I will be back on, I believe, on the 3rd. I'll be back on the 3rd. The only reason I didn't do the 27th was because the 26th was my birthday, and I was gonna do the 27th, and I was asking if anybody else was streaming. And pretty much Sandbox like their staff members to have the Christmas period off. So it was up to me if I wanted to do it on the 27th. I thought, well, my birthday's the 26th. I just want to relax. So that's why I didn't do it yesterday. But also, it was a good job I didn't, because I was in absolutely no state at all. I'm only just in good enough state to stream for you guys today. And I'm mustering up so much enthusiasm for you guys right now. So much. Got a cold 2 days before Christmas and still sick now. Aw, I hope your wife gets better soon. But yeah, I will be back on the 3rd on Sandbox. And I assume as well, because it'll be January, that Alex will be back on the Wednesday after me, as well as the Saturday. And because we're not doing the alphas finished, he will only be, I believe, don't quote me on it, I believe he'll just be doing the Wednesday and Saturday now. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. I mean, it was like 2 days ago now. 2 days ago now. But thank you for my belated birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Both kids got but managed to have fun. I feel like kids just kind of forget that they're ill when they get presents. Like, you can tell they're still ill, but like somehow they seem to like pull that enthusiasm and excitement and just happiness right from somewhere. I pull it from somewhere. Game maker during holidays. So it was a Voxel holiday. Awesome. It's so damn good. Really fun animations. Thank you. Andy ended up winning it, and I was going to cash some of that money out, but I've ended up moving it so I can stake it. But I probably am going to cash some sand out so I can buy myself a new computer, because I need a new computer. Like, I need one. I need a new one. And luckily, because I'm like self-employed, it's a tax write-off because I need it for business purposes. Win-win. Andy beat out Alex. Andy didn't bid. Alex was the only bidder. Alex was the only bidder. He won by default. Your palette somewhere. Yeah, I mean, so I use the one given to me with being in the Sandbox Creator Fund, because that's what we have to use. Being in the Creator Fund, you have to use their palette. Yes, you can somewhat deviate, maybe like a few shades different, but you can't just do a whole different color palette. So I use that. But yeah, you should be able to save a palette. Like, if you create one, you can save it. Like, you know, you can. Where is it? No, where did you go? Come back. Save, yes. So you can save it. You create your own palette and save it. And then you just need to go and load it. And, like, you'll have to load the palette. But yeah, you can save it. But is it possible to copy paste by shortcut in Voxedit? I'm gonna say no, because you need to know where you're pasting it. Like, you can duplicate something, but you need to know what you're clicking on. So I feel, and I also don't think that's in like there's no even like, so I'm gonna say no. Kind of creative and palette. You can't. I don't think. But the one on the template, so if you go to the templates and like you get like a medium human, they have like when you click to edit them, they do come with a color palette, so you could save that and use that. And their color palette is almost, there's like almost no difference between the color palette from those templates to what we use. How to do a bouncing ball? Sure, I can add that to the list. Wait a second, guys. Where's my list? Oh no, don't tell me I got rid of my list. There we go. Right. You got suggestions that you want to see? Right, so all I know is that my color palette is like a PNG and it's like super, super tiny. So yeah, if you do like 1 pixel colors, I guess. Yes. How to add minerals to items. What do you mean by minerals? What? I've got to add some more because we've done like nothing on this. So all I'm doing is I'm just adding new child nodes and trying to get this all sorted. Oh, wait, I don't want that to attach to that. Have some grapes. And to just duplicate this. Grapes, dupe. And I'm gonna get some of this fish. So, alien fish 1. And just gonna position this. And then I'm going to duplicate the alien fish 2. And duplicate fish 3. Oh wait, we've already duplicated. What am I doing? Pull it up. And I'm going to tilt it slightly. And a little bit more tilt on it. So we can have it like touch there. And we're going to get this one. Do the same. Time to buy sand when it's low. I mean, yes, definitely. You want to buy low, sell high. But just always assess your own risk tolerance. Buy when you feel like it's right to buy. And also remember, time in the market will always outperform timing the market. Just try and remember that. You know, a lot of times people that say, oh, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that, never end up staying in the market. or never even getting in the market, just because they're waiting for something. Max, yeah, 5k, shouldn't really go past 5k. Ideally, you shouldn't go past 5k, and otherwise it will struggle. But you could make things in sections and put them together. The Shrine of Light that the Cyberkongs won, well, I say won, they bid on it. That is numerous pieces all put together. I believe I've still got a picture of it. Let me try and find a picture of it. Oh no, right, give me a second. That then you put together. Go. So this, the Shrine of Light. This was multiple different pieces all put together. So this was made in many different sections and put together and sold as one asset, like in a bundle. So it was put together in a bundle for auction and sold as one thing. It is amazing. And the Cyberkongs ended up winning it. Say winning it. They ended up with the highest bid and got it. It always feels so weird saying winning it, as if like they paid no money for this. Like they paid a lot of money for this. But yeah, it's numerous different sections all put together. Sandrush and Light Trail Adventures worked on it together. There was 8 artists in total, and I believe it was 4 from each. If what's 160 USD? I bought at $570. I expect $7 tomorrow. It's going down a little bit. It was 160 before, like 4 days ago. Oh, I was gonna say, like, yeah, 160. Because someone confused me with that. Like, my piece was up for auction for 750 sand. And they were like, oh my god, someone's bid like $750,000. And I was just like, I'm sure I said the word sand. Like, when did sand become 1,000 per sand? Like, I wish. Sure. I'll retire now. I have one asset with 22.5 voxels, but how many faces that is? No, don't worry about the voxels. Voxels don't matter. So find out the faces by putting it in the animator. Animators where it says the faces. Look, right up here. Right up here. This bad boy right there. Having more of them in the animator isn't good, so thought for 5k mean each object. Now I'm confused. No, like 5k max, like 5,000 faces in the animator, like, to be exported. Like, that's the max you should be doing. Not each object. No. 5,000 within the animator. I mean, you could make one object and it still be more than 5,000 faces. Maybe. In fact, I kind of would like to see how you would go about making one object have more like 5,000 faces, but okay. But it could be $11. I could see it being that too. I could see it being that. 100%. And yeah, the tokenomics are different to Axie, yes. I mean, the game's different to Axie. It's different. I mean, they're both blockchain games, and one thing that I absolutely love about Sandbox is they are fully supportive of other blockchain games. So they will, you know, buy from other projects. They will support other projects in different ways, and I really love that. I mean, like, things like the gems, I believe, are going to be a little bit like that. So I think staking your land or something like that, if you have land in the sandbox, you're going to be able to earn gems, but please don't quote me on it. I think that's the case, but please don't quote me on it. How do you use the red, blue, green looking rotate tool when I try using it? I click on it and the tool goes away after a moment. You mean this? Are you like clicking off of it? If you click off of it, that could be why. If you're clicking anywhere else, because it's happened when I'm trying to move like really small things that are right next to each other. That can happen. Or if you're trying to do it on a template that hasn't been unlocked, it will maybe, I don't even think it comes up actually. But yeah, if you're clicking anywhere else, see, look, I click over there. Through Gala, future of the legacy through Gala, future economy. Do you know what? I need to catch up a little bit more with Gala. I'm just like full FOMO on Mirandus that I've not really looked into anything else. As videos on unlocking. It's because you're moving or I mean, it stays while you're rotating it, but if you click anywhere else, yeah. Yeah, I think Gala does have a bright future. I think they're going to have some great games. Also, they're not, some of their games as well aren't games that they are developing. They are being the place that other people are going to publish their games there. So they're like a publisher as well. So I think that they've got a very good future, and I do have Gala. I think just an engine rip-off. I mean, does anybody still like engine? Like, does someone use engine? Hey Rufu, how you doing? To catch a stream? Oh Rufu, you're gonna be so excited. In the new year, I've been given the green light to make Thursday a multiple stream day. And there's gonna be numerous hours and numerous time zones I'm gonna be hitting. You guys can like tune in for your favorite time zone. I'll be doing one on a Thursday morning, a Thursday afternoon, and then my Thursday evening one will most likely be pushed up an hour start and will go on for like 4 hours. So you'll have me for like 4 hours on a Thursday evening. Yay to more panda. I know, right? Are we getting a panda world in the Sandbox game? I mean, I feel like we need one, really. And also, that's good that I'll be doing it for about 4 hours, because then I could probably actually get about 2 hours worth of work done in those 4 hours, rather than, you know, the non-work I'm getting done right now. Yeah, I miss alpha test time playing Sandbox and meet new people. Oh, that reminds me. So, because I was horribly ill, I didn't get a chance to finish editing. Well, one, I was busy, so that's why I didn't get a chance to finish editing, but I was hoping to get it edited and put out on my birthday, and I didn't because I was ill. But the video for Christmas Eve Miracle, it is now no longer Christmas. Would you guys still want me to upload my video showing off Christmas Eve Miracle? Or do we think maybe that ship has sailed and I should just maybe forget about uploading it? I still need to edit it. But let me know, like, do you think that is something I should like, let me know. You should. I should wait till Easter. Oh my gosh. Just like re-edit like the intro. Just be like, hey, so I randomly found this in my backlog of videos, and I thought, what better time to release the video? Happy Easter, guys. Here's Christmas Eve Miracle. Oh my gosh, I love that. Kind of want to now. You've kind of made me want to. Use it as a throwback next year. You'd be happy to watch it now though. Gotta say it's for Easter, but it's actually for Christmas with a clickbaity thumbnail. Like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. The thing is though, like, this is obviously, I don't know when Alpha Season 2 is going to happen, but it would kind of make sense to maybe make it for around Easter for some Easter games. So, like, how... Like, that's really not gonna work. Come on, cut sushi. There we go. Some people were saying that you almost died during your birthday. Who's saying that I almost died? Where's that being said? I had food poisoning. I didn't almost die. I was just ill. Wow, so I thought I was a friggin' drama queen. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. No, I had food poisoning. I mean, like, my birthday was like 2 days ago. If that was true, I definitely wouldn't be streaming today. I mean, I like streaming. I love you guys. I like doing Voxedit stuff. But trust me, if I was like almost on my deathbed 2 days ago, there's no way. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. That's really made... Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness. People are brilliant. Oh my goodness. I love that. Oh, fantastic. To the bowler we missed a little bit. 4.9. That's 35. There we go. Ooh. A lot of people were afraid. What people? Bravo, what people? Gosh. So sorry I worried people. Food for such an exclusive illness. I mean, bet the rest of it is from... Oh. I mean, like, okay. I mean, like, I don't mean, like, a little bit of food poisoning. Like, I've eaten, you know, not great food. But, I mean, this was, like, 10-year out-of-date Parmesan cheese that I could even tell tasted bad and was like, yeah, I'm going to carry on eating this. I was then told it was 10 years out of date and I still carried on eating it. I was halfway done and I was like, might as well finish it. I actually didn't like the taste of it and continued eating it because I didn't want to be rude. It was like, the whole community was like, no, I'm fine. Tell them all I'm fine. Tell everybody I'm okay. I'm just I still feel nauseous. I don't feel 100%, but I'm no longer being sick. I was only like physically spewing for like one entire day. I had like a fever, chills and everything. I was like, so this is how I was at my mum's. They've got like an open fire and they've got quite a small living room, so the sofa is really close to the fireplace. I was laid on the sofa next to that fireplace. I mean, and I could reach my arm out and I would be touching the fire guard to, you know, lean slightly forward and my hand will be in the fireplace, basically. So, like, to the side of me. So I was on the sofa next to that fireplace in full, like, a jumper, full clothing, and then I had a wool blanket over me, and I ended up asking for a hot water bottle because I was still cold. You ate it? No, I didn't eat it by itself. Oh gosh. Right. Okay, I feel like I need to I need to address this again. I mentioned it earlier. When I have American friends visit, they all have food poisoning at some point. That cannot be true. I am numerous years old. I've only had legit food poisoning twice now. Once by some very bad bacon that turned me into a vegetarian for about 3 years and proceeded to put me off eating bacon after I stopped being a vegetarian. I still couldn't eat bacon for another 6 years, okay? And then the second time was the other bloody day. Like, I've literally only had grown-ass adult, visited numerous countries, eaten some very questionable food, street food in China. Trust me, not too sure what it was. Tasted okay, didn't die. But I mean, the very questionable street food. But let's like, at some point, your friends always, what are they? Right, the purple on the plate is outside, right. Just once for me, onion soup and the smell still, right, there you go, see? But Thai street food usually not clean, but they taste good. I mean, I will definitely eat it. Like, because that's the thing. If you travel to countries, how are you meant to enjoy the culture without immersing yourself in it? No, I'm not that worried. Like, the only thing I probably wouldn't eat would be chicken. But anything else, fine. Beef, 100%. Had beef tartare in Korea. Absolutely free. Well, like, they don't call it beef. Basically, you know, like, whatever dish it is with the raw beef. Gorgeous. Koreans know how to make good food. They also know how to make, like, legit spicy like, their spice palette is on a whole new level. But anyway, to the food poisoning. I was having Christmas Eve. I was having spaghetti bolognese, okay, at my partner's parents' house. And I was like, and it's been a while since I've had spaghetti bolognese, and usually you always have, like, I don't know about other places, but usually in the UK you'll get like a little shaker that's filled with dried grated parmesan in it. We always just call it smelly cheese because it absolutely smells. And I was like, do you have any smelly cheese? And proceeded to bring out the little shaker, and I doused my dinner in that. And even when I was shaking it, I was like, whoa, that's pungent. Like, that's quite strong. And so I'm eating it and I'm tasting it and going like, the taste is a little bit like, this isn't how it usually tastes. And then my partner goes and looks at the bottle. To his words, because the bottle itself looked ridiculously old, something to do with the London Olympics, and it's like, yeah, it's like 10 years out of date, like the actual use by date, not the, you know, like literally out of date. And those things are usually good in your cupboard for like 2 years, so it's roughly like either 10 or 12 years out of date and another 2 years on top of that. And I'm just like, and I'm like there tasting it going, yeah, it does taste weird. Like, this doesn't taste right. And because I'm too friggin' polite to just be like, I'm done now, or to clean off my plate and just help myself to another portion without dousing it again in the cheese, I was just like, yeah, I'll just eat it all. I ate the whole fucker. I ate it all. The entire thing went in me. And I doused it. Like, I didn't do a little sprinkling. That thing was covered. Covered. So no, I didn't eat Parmesan by itself. But yeah, it's my own fault I got ill. Because I carried on eating it. Eat the whole thing because I'm too polite. Yeah, there we go. That would be you. You just eat it all. I love cheese. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me. I'm not that keen on cheese, but if I'm having spag bowl, then like you gotta have some smelly cheese on it. That's just how I've grown up, to always have some smelly cheese on it. But I've also grown up to never have anything in my house that out of date. Never. That is very out of date. Like, you know, you have things like in your cupboards that might be, you know, a month, 2, maybe 3 at the most, depending on what it is, out of date. Not years. Numerous. A decade. Friggin' decade old. And then we realized it wasn't even just Parmesan cheese. It was mixed grated cheese, dried grated cheese. So it was a mix of different cheeses. Like, yeah, this needs to be chucked. You're a little drunk. No, I had not had any alcohol at all by that point of the evening. But no, I was not drunk. Over foods annually, just in case. Yeah, we really should do that. The thing is, I'm surprised it was still there because they had their pantry redone. There used to be like how their house is, it was like the kitchen, and then there'd be like a little tiny corridor that would lead to a downstairs toilet. What used to be their front room before they got an extension, but is now like their dining room. So their dining room, and then a little pantry over the other side. Well, they ended up moving the door, so it's now a bit like the kitchen now has a big archway to the dining room, and instead of a little hallway going to the toilet and the pantry, it's now just the pantry, and the toilet you now access from a different area of the house. And so when the pantry was being redone, we had to take everything out, which meant everything got checked and put back in. So that means somebody looked at that cheese and put that back in. And the pantry was done like, I'd say 6 years ago. So someone looked at that and saw, oh, this is like 4 or 5 years out of date. That's good. We can still keep that. But yeah, no, because that's what I blamed. I blamed, like, so after that, I then popped out with some friends Christmas Eve to have like a few drinks and stuff. And I hadn't had that much. Not that much to drink at all, especially over the time period that I was out. And it was like my usual drink, so my body's very tolerant of it. And I thought, okay, I'll make sure to drink plenty of water before bed. It was fine. And I didn't wake up hungover. I didn't have like the headache, but my stomach felt weird. I was like, okay, my stomach is hungover. It must just be my stomach is getting the hangover. None of me is. And I put it down to that. It wasn't until later that day that I realized, yep, this is food poisoning because I've got friggin' fever and chills and I am horrifically vomiting. It is absolutely beautiful. What a great Christmas. Usual drink. Vodka soda lime. So vodka soda, because at least in our pubs, they don't charge for soda water. So it's cheaper than having lemonade. And lime cordial, because I actually don't like soda water. So I need something to take the soda water taste away. And yeah, and then I have like a lime or lemon slice, because I like eating limes or lemons. And ice, because I like a cold drink. But that's my usual. Vodka soda lime. It used to be Jack Daniels and Coke, and then it switched to that. Right, so we've got most of this table. I feel like it needs a little bit more food, and maybe the mug does in fact need to be smaller, which is annoying because we spent ages trying to get this table the right thickness. Do you plan on making any games on it? I do own land, and I do plan on making games. That's why we're making these assets for a game that somehow, over the last few months, you guys have somehow coerced me into making a full-on game and not just like a little easy escape a tavern game. Underworld. Anyway, food poisoning. It wasn't the pot noodles, was it? I haven't had a pot noodle in ages. Oh, wait, no. I had a pot noodle the other week. That was really nice. No, pot noodles are fine. Nobody gets food poisoning from pot noodles, do they? Pot noodles are fine. But yes, I'm not dying. I'm fine. I just had food, like, I had legit food poisoning that was bad. It was bad food poisoning, but I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. Can't wait to play. Oh, thank you. Hey, I feel like the head of the table would have this giant mug. He would have it. Oh wait, no. Put that back in. Wait. Okay, number 2. Go to this. We're gonna recolor that. Oh, I meant to recolor the entire thing. Thank you. There we go. Yes, I like that. And then, and what we're going to do is go to create a node, bowl full node, create child node, full 1. Okay, and then we need to hide it. Make sure, yes, right, that is perfectly hidden. Beautiful. And then duplicate. Oh, wait, not bolt. Bolt 2. I'm just gonna have them all just right in that exact place. Not child, duplicate again. Are you going to make an animation table full of food, table after everything was eaten? Yeah, kind of. So I'm not going to like do animation. It's just different static animations. So I'm going to have the table set out like this, then a completely empty table, and then like a table with the bowls full, maybe like messy as if something's happened on it, like they've like a drink's been spilt or something like that, the food's been tipped over. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna do different statics. They're not gonna have full on like movement. It's just you know, it'll be like an animated decoration. So when you put it in the game, you select it as an animated decoration, and then you'd be able to choose, like, do you want it in idle 1, idle, you know, plates filled 1, plates empty 1. I have to switch those stats. Oh, okay, in the game maker, let me show you. Also, this is, where is it? This is your reminder that if my stream randomly goes off before I've done the whole goodbye thing, it's usually because my computer has blue screened to death me, and I will be back online in 3 minutes. So if that does happen, sit tight and I will be back, and chat amongst yourselves. But also, last time I went onto this, we did get blue screen of death. Actually, no, it crashed. I think it crashed. Can't remember. Something happened, and that meant for everything I'd done, I had to choose either one, but I don't have, after receiving message or... Oh! Okay, well then I don't need to show you. I think you need to, like, have 2 and make it hidden, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Might as well just put stuff in and show other people that don't know. Oh. When you're, how do you play, or how do you get the screen, like how to close it? You press tab. Press tab. And then this is your spawner. So this right here is your spawner. And then if you want to go from this back to the editor, you just press tab again. And I died. But yeah, so for, wait, where? Second, guys. Okay, so this has different, oh, this, go away. These tables have different animations. Also, the lighting in here sucks. I'm gonna have to do something about the lighting. But these have different animations. So you would go to behavior, animated decoration, and then right underneath it, it will bring up these. You can then change it to whatever you want. So that's now messy. That can be tidy. And it will change when I go into it. Will be when it changes. I wonder if it does it if I tab in and out. No. So when I tab in, when the game's live, it will change it to that. But until then, it's just going to show up as that, which is a little bit annoying. I wish it wouldn't do it that way. Make it a wheel for a car. I want to do just one wheel, 24 by 8 by 24. I mean, that's too many. That's too many faces. How big, like, what? Wait, 24? A human is 64 voxels tall and only like 18 wide, I think. Oh, I forgot to save the... I forgot to save it. I just quit without saving it. I'm a friggin' genius, I swear. Yeah, the humans... Alright. Your hip. There you go. Okay, 16 is her widest point, but I've added to that. So it's usually... and 2, so 4. So yeah, it's usually 14 wide. What sort of wheels are you making? There's gonna be giant. It real size, but that's going to look weird in the game though. Like it's going to be giant. That's going to be huge. Yeah, an avatar, so an avatar on average is 2 meters high. In the game, 1 meter. 1 meter is 32 voxels. There is a car one of the templates? I don't think it is. No, but I can get... probably do a little cheaty thing and go to the market and select one of the... oh. Yeah. 32 is 1 meter. The avatars are 2 meters, which is 64. But their width is not... they're not 1 meter wide. I mean, I suppose you could make a 1 meter wide person. Where's a different car? This is mine, by the way, and you guys can buy this. Just shilling myself if you want to. The Santa's toy table. Buy it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Only if you want to. Oh, the Lululand snowmen! That was a pain. I don't even think I found all of them. It ended before I could find them all. Right, here we go. Okay, these wheels are roughly... this is a great way to do a wheel, by the way. Really just want to see the wheel. I'll do it on this side. Oh, wait. Okay, the wheels are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. 9 for each section. There. But this will be roughly the right size for a car. And then height-wise, let's just get an idea of the height. That's probably 1, 2... hard to tell. That middle one definitely must be 1 voxel. Isn't the wide... so 24 isn't that wide, is it? Oh, is 24 your width? Oh, okay, 24... 24 shouldn't be too bad. I thought 24 was your height. Oh, buy those for real money. I mean, they have to convert their real money to Ethereum and then to Sand and then buy it. But yes, I've received money from people purchasing my items. So yeah, people use real life moolah. No, I thought you were saying like 24 was height wise. I just felt like it was really big. In fact, I'm comparing it to that. Like, I've got a bike wheel from October? November. So yeah, my bike wheel's like 18 by 18. But yeah, no, when it's because you said like 24 just seems so high. But yeah, it's not actually. But what's the 8 then? But the faces are way too many. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I can't really help you if I don't see it, but you're probably putting too much detail in it, I'm guessing. 8 is the depth. Yeah, 8 seems fine. Like, are you putting like a ton of detail or something on it? Like, I mean, the faces at every time you do one of these. I'm assuming you know what the faces are, so I can reduce my faces right here like this. If I just move this up, that's just gonna make this whole section here just one face, instead of making it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 just for that section. It will just make all that just one. No, maximum is 5,000. Ideally, you shouldn't be going past 5,000. Ideally. That is what we're all told. Do not go past 5,000. And even then, we're encouraged to still keep it below that, unless it is a high detailed asset. Oh, Shale, Shale, oh, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Have a good sleep. Get some rest. If it's just two wheels, got 6K faces, need to change a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you want to just screenshot what you've got going on and send it to me on Twitter, maybe I can give you a pointer on how to reduce it. But there can be loads of easy ways to reduce faces on things, like okay, so wouldn't have been December, would have been November. Christmas house. So these columns are styled after another type of column I had made, and I'm hoping I can find it on my in my inventory. But I've reduced the faces on this because I'm making like an entire house, so I needed the faces to be less. Oh, where's... All right, there we go. Okay, so this is the column. So you see there's like a ton more detail down at the bottom, like a ton more at the top. Up here with... I can't freaking show you properly. But this is the... I can't show you this in Voxedit because all these are like really old assets that I made, have been moved to my Dropbox and deleted off of the main folder and moved to Dropbox and other areas, external hard drive to save space on my computer. But that to this, where it's a lot more square, But you can add, so a good way is you can add detail by doing different colors, different shading. So so on here, like with the panels, I've got like the main color, then a tone darker and a tone lighter. And same with this going over here. We've got lights and darks working on here with the curtains. Got different tones going around it, around the windows. You can do that with your wheels as well. So you can do different shades on it to give it a more depth rather than doing a bunch of faces. So you can make it more square. You want the house? I mean, you can add it to your inventory right now, but when it goes up for, when I'm able to mint, well, that will be one I will be minting because I love it. But yeah, you'll be able to, you can add it now. Right, what else? Do we want more food on this? I feel like I do want some more food. Oh, I did that because all I'm going to do is just make it completely split anyway. Have you heard the theory Tesla is working on the Mars project because a massive asteroid gonna crash and destroy planet Earth? No, it's not. I mean, like, there's a probability, yeah, but no, what's like, is this another conspiracy, silly mumbo jumbo rubbish? No. Stop watching conspiracy stuff. It doesn't help your mentality at all. Remember, not everything's a conspiracy. I promise. I'm a streamer. I only tell the truth. But no, seriously, like, no, I've not heard of that, and I wouldn't believe it. Seems a little... I mean, like, it's believable that an asteroid will, at some point, smack into Earth 100%. I fully believe that. But it would make far more sense that, you know, they'll try and make it possible that we would survive an asteroid attack rather than literally that. But you gotta believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. Just to give my opinion that I find it hard to believe conspiracy theories. Right, that looks fairly okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Wait, cancel. Need to set the pivot point to the center. And let's see. Table. It's like goblin salad, basically. Okay, it needs to either be smaller or something. Does that fit on without showing? No! Okay, right. We can just get rid of maybe just the bottom. We don't need that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, beautiful. It does fit. Okay, let's move this smidge over here. Move you. You. That's still not enough, is it really? Sushi node. I thought I made this bowl smaller. This looks huge. Needs to be smaller. Really does. One. Help. Let's see if we can make this slightly better. Okay, that does. Looks slightly better. Just like that. And this one right here. With a recolor here. Yeah. Color there. What time is it? Oh, wow. What time am I meant to finish? 8? I'm meant to finish at 8. Designing a mount asset. I haven't yet, just because I haven't had need to. But I will, for sure. Definitely for the game that I'm creating, it makes sense that we'd have one. I feel. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, for the game that we're making, it would make sense that we'd have a mount somewhere in it. So yeah, we can definitely make a mount. It makes sense. Right, this should now be fine. Let's trim it. It still doesn't look that much smaller. Still looks huge. Let's see. Yeah, that still looks absolutely friggin' massive. I might just remake it. Like, delete the whole thing. Retweeted someone's spaceship that looked like built on a mount template. Oh, really? Guess I follow you, don't I? I think I do. Oh, I can't just find you. What's your Twitter name? Like, what's your @ for Twitter? Let me know. Just so I can have a look. Because I'm nosy. Okay, that looks a little better. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately I'm using Restream, so I can't see it, plus I'm not too sure. There we go. Your retweet. How long ago did you retweet it? Oh! Oh, wow, I see it, I see it, I see it. Wait, shush, music. That looks awesome! That's so cool! That gets a retweet. I love it. I feel like you guys can like 100% tell now that like I've got to the point where I'm so like knackered now. Not because I don't want to be streaming or anything, but just because like I'm so worn out from just not being well and not having a good sleep and stuff like that. Hopefully I'm on the mend. I know I'm on the mend. Hopefully I get more on the mend. Why don't you try medicals in order to get some sleep? What's CBD? Oh, I mean, like, oh, sorry. Okay, so so the reason for my lack of sleep isn't for like, it's because one, I was really ill, and then the other is because I've been feeling sick. It's made my throat like super sore, so I've just keep waking up with my throat just killing and like with a headache and stuff. So It's not, I don't need anything like that. Amazing international creators. Yeah. Oh, the Japanese creators in Sandbox are just freaking fantastic. They really, really are. Hey, Nacho, how you doing? Yeah, we'll add some yellow to this. I feel like a darker yellow. Let's make it just a little off-putting. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. Let's make it small. Floor. Okay, that's much, much better. I prefer that size. Yes, I'm happy with that. I am pretty happy with that. Okay. And we're probably going to need some other cups. I'll go cup 2. And because the cups are going to be for the guests, they're not going to be as great. I'm gonna cut height off of them and probably make them like just a bit smaller, maybe. Oh, why did I just start? I should have just made it myself. Right, let's go for a... Go for the same sort of color. And we'll go for like a wooden handle. And we won't put details on it either, so we'll just leave. Actually, no, I do want a detail on it. We'll put... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes me happy. Oh, eyes are killing me. Oh. Okay, cup 2. That's cup 2, there it is. Okay, and it's like very more simple version of the other cups. I feel like we don't need a whole table filled with them. So I think I'm just going to do a few at the table. Maybe 5? Do we think 5 might be enough? I think 5 is enough. Yeah, 5 seems like enough. 5 is plenty. So we're getting to the point where we're pushing up to 2,000, past 2,000 faces. I want to be careful with those faces. Is this in the middle finger licking chicken? What? Oh, this? I mean, I wasn't too sure what I was creating here. It was just gonna be like some meat on the bone. But I kind of wanted it to be a bit ambiguous, whether it was like human meat, humanness, or an animal of some sort. You can always make salad flat. I could, yeah, but I wanted it to have a bit more depth to it. But I suppose with it being so much going on, yeah, we'll make the salad flat. So part of this is hidden in the no, it's not hidden in the table. I mean, I'm not too worried. We've not got that much more to do. But I'm pretty happy with that. I think this could be 1, 2, 2, 2. I'm pretty happy with that. Any chance I can get a shout out to Gabatron 3000, your wife? Hi Gabatron 3000. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry that I'm like super tired and still a bit ill, but hi. And thank you for liking my work. I appreciate it. Right, so I feel like if I want to add more, we'll add more, but let's just go with now I'm going to show you how I'm going to rearrange this to look different for different animations. So I've actually got some other bowls. The full bowls are actually hiding inside the table. They're in the table hidden, which is why I've made the table thick. Well, actually I made it thick to be able to hide this mug in there, but for when I want the table to be completely empty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm covering it, but over where animations are, so right where I am, I click new, and I'm gonna do full 01, and then what I'm going to do is grab hold of, I could just take the whole bowl node. I'm just gonna shimmy these guys into the table, and now they're all hidden. Now I do want a couple of these to be up, so I am now going to raise this. Yeah, and probably not bowl 5, bowl 6. Yeah, which means in the full bowls, I could probably take 2 of these away. So I'm going to delete that one and that one. And the height 36.4. Almost like Hogwarts food. Exactly. Was exactly like Hogwarts food. How did you know? It's just like magic. Now I'm positioning all of these bad boys. You're a big Harry Potter fan? Me too! I love Harry Potter. Love, love, love it. And then the other bowl's going this end. What's your favorite book though? What's your favorite book? Goblet of Fire. Oh, interesting. Mine's the mine's a toss up between 2, but I'm gonna stick with the one that has been my favorite over and over again, like the one that I've read more times. So the one that I've read more times that I think is my favorite is Order of the Phoenix. However, I do think that Prisoner of Azkaban might have been like my ultimate favorite at the time because it's where Sirius is in there. It's like a big game changer to like the books were very much just mysteries, and then Prisoner of Azkaban is when it stops becoming like a mystery, detective mystery, to more like fight type battle stories rather than just sort of like a detective book. The Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, see, but also Order of the Phoenix is where Sirius oh wait, spoiler. But Order of the Phoenix makes me sad. Also, I don't want to do any like wait. Harry Potter's been out long enough that I can't feel bad about spoilers now, right? Like that's not a thing. I can't feel bad about spoilers when it's this late in the game. All right, let's give this just. But like, are you putting cutlery? Maybe some chopsticks? I could do, yeah. I definitely, chopsticks are probably the easiest, but also this is meant to be used within the goblin thing. I feel like the goblins just wouldn't use cutlery. They would very much use their hands. Like, I really, really don't think the goblins would be that bothered about cutlery, which is why I hadn't chosen any. You guys let me know. Do you want to see cutlery on here? But it is for goblins. Remember that. I could. I don't think, because the goblet. There could be some gold. Yeah, we'll add some gold. Where's my single gold? I feel like the gold would just be at the, like, if we place it at the head, kind of know where the head is. Duplicate gold 2. Now, just remember that if you've started animating and you start adding more stuff, then on previous animations, so I've just added that gold, so now that's going to be, I think it will hide because I did it as a child node off of the table. So it has luckily hidden inside the table for me. A proper, British. Oh, British. Oh, brutish, not, I thought you were just like trying to say British, but didn't. Brutish. They're brutish. So basically, in the game, they're the bad guys. They're not friendly. They are definitely not friendly. I mean, let me give you an idea of some of the things we created the last couple of times. I think they're in the basement. So they're going to have some stocks. Like, I made this really super nice and simple. You can't do much with that. So we've got stocks. We have a special table. See this lovely table right here. We've got this lovely table. We then have this as well, with numerous different little bits to it with one movement. So you tell me what. Oh, and this is the throne as well. So you let me know what sort of goblins you think these guys are. I mean, they don't look the friendliest. Put it that way. But it doesn't mean that the king doesn't like to sit down and have a good old meal. Oh, we've run out of time. Yeah, they ain't the friendliest for sure. Don't want to be inviting them to your parties. Okay. Right. I feel like he would just have this like next to his plate as well. Okay. Right, yeah, we are gonna finish. Oh, and I will be back on Thursday to do another 2-hour Voxedit stream. Yay! And then you'll see me in the new year in 2022. Gosh, that's scary saying that. So I'm going to do a few more animations on this as well. And I'm also going to add some detail to the table so you guys will see that, because I don't really want to spend more time on Thursday making this. So I'm going to have this ready for Thursday for you guys. And yeah. I'm looking forward to 2022 too. Have a great week. Thanks. Well, it can only go up from what my week has been. Let's put it that way. Like, unless I'm gonna get ill again, I don't see it getting worse. Hopefully, anyway. But yeah, I'm an absolute friggin' mess. So you should feel really, really honored. I got out of my pajamas. I was having a pajama day up until I had to stream, and I was like, yeah, I better actually put on something to stream for you guys. And look, I even have makeup on today. Mainly because I needed some color to my cheeks as well. I don't often put like foundation on, but I was like, I need to not look like a white dying ghost today. So yeah, and it made me feel pretty good, to be honest. But anyway, I will be back on Thursday. You should have a video out either tomorrow or Thursday as well before the stream. Otherwise, if I don't see you before, have a good New Year. Like New Year's Eve, party it up if you're old enough to. If not, then be good and just blow some party poppers or whatever. Whistles, party whistles, pop some party poppers. If you don't know what they are, they're amazing. They're so much fun. Anyway, have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Wait. How do I end it? Oh gosh, it's been so long. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the metaverse. I remembered. Goodbye. Happy birthday, Sage, for your birthday on the 1st of January.